I'm also part of Philippine Professional and Business Society. I am actually right now an appointed commissioner in the city of Milpitas. We create income because of this body. But if this body will not be healthy, how can we create income? We always say that health is wealth, but we need the wealth to be able to enjoy life. If you are in Canada and if you are in the Philippines, we're going there next year. For those people who are living with diabetes, we have something for you to having financial freedom. There's a planning that involves with that as well. What is your core values? Whatever you believe in, that's the commitment you would go into. Everything has to come from you first. When I say legacy, it's about the life you live, the impact you've made, the examples that you have created for them. Just being able to speak to you today like this, be able to share the world what you have in mind, that's already a blessing. Yeah, this channel is really very empowering. So continue what you are doing.
Thank you.
Definitely, I'll be a loyal subscriber.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah, because you're really doing something that's the community is looking for.
Thank you so much. Hello guys, welcome to Legacy Life Mentor. In this episode, we feature a special guest, but before we introduce her background, I want to shout out and thank you my loyal subscribers. From 40 subscribers last week, we now have 55 subscribers. Wow. We are growing, my friends. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. To remind you, please participate in the Legacy Life Mentor raffle drawing to be held on December 30, 2023. I will be selecting 5 lucky winners to receive $20. What are the criteria for joining? You have to be a subscriber for this channel. You must answer the question in any long content I uploaded from November 15, 2023 until December 29, 2023. There is no right or wrong answer to the question. For today's episode, my question is, what lessons have you learned from the journey and experiences of my special guest in today's episode? What are the best takeaways from her? The more comments or answer to my questions, the more chances of winning, because each answer will be your ticket to include in the raffle draw. It doesn't matter what part of the world you are in. If your entry gets picked, you will have $20. The entries will be raffled on December 30, 2023. Your comment or answer must be in my long-form content, not the shorts. That is very important. So please join and have fun! In this episode, we feature a special guest, an accomplished entrepreneur, an active leader in various groups, and a dedicated advocate in health and in finance. This dynamic individual brings a unique blend of business expertise and leadership to the conversation, offering valuable insights into entrepreneurship and the intersection of health and finance. Join us for a brief yet insightful exploration of the diverse experiences of this complex leader. Hi guys, welcome to Legacy Life Mentor. Today we have an opportunity to sit with an incredible individual. She is an entrepreneur, a leader in her community. She's a wife, she's a mother of 2. She's a go-getter woman. Welcome to Legacy Life Mentor, Amy Pates Quijano.
Thank you for having me. Actually, it's really a pleasure. It's an opportunity. And I'm honored to be part of Legacy Life Mentor.
Let's discuss your background first. Can you tell me more about your background? Start from the time when you migrated to the United States.
To the US. So I migrated here in 2005. I didn't work for, I think, about 2 years. And then I went to school. I don't know what to do. Do I have to go back to the medical field, which is my background, being a medical technology graduate, or do I would want to still keep on being on the sales, because that's what I did in the Philippines for 10 years. I was part of Marie Friends group of companies. I don't know what to do. I went into phlebotomy class, and after that I worked with Quest Diagnostics for almost 9 years. That's how I started.
But before you came here, do you have any goals or expectation what you're going to?
To tell you honestly, United States is never in my mind. I don't know, for some reason, going out of the Philippines have never been a thought. Like, I'm not someone who, I have to go to Canada or the United States or not even Asian countries.
Really?
Yeah,
So you want to stay in the Philippines, basically?
Yeah, so expectations here, nothing really. The only thing that I know when I came here is just I have my kids to prioritize.
I see.
So that's really the main
The
reason
main goal.
why I came.
I see. What part of the Philippines you originated from?
So I came from a small but very beautiful island of Lubang, Occidental Mindoro.
Shout
So it's
out to the
Lubang Island, Lubangeños, right? Lubang Island, Occidental Mindoro.
I would like to focus this interview with your entrepreneurship, your leadership in your community, and as a mom. So as an immigrant and entrepreneur, what inspired you to start your own business, and how has your cultural background influenced your entrepreneurial journey?
When you talk of entrepreneurship, I didn't even plan to be an entrepreneur. When you talk about being in the wrong train that leads you to the right destination, well, I get it from Crash Landing on You. And that really represents me. This journey, right? Being an entrepreneur, it's never a choice. It is a path that was kind of handed over. I have to lose my dad to cancer. Have to lose my, say, retirement plan to be able to see this part of the industry. That's basically what brought me into the industry.
So basically, there's a significant thing happened for you to be able to realize there is a path for me.
Right.
And that is the entrepreneurship.
Right. What opens up when I became an entrepreneur is the community that I can network with. Because when I was working on a 9-to-5 job, I'm just basically boxed into very routinary life. You go to work, do whatever household chores, attend to kids, attend to husband, rest, and then go to work again. Right? Basically, that's the routine. Being an entrepreneur, it brought me into meeting different kinds of people.
I see.
And that's the most rewarding part of it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
As a culture, we Filipinos are basically warm, right, and friendly. That really is a big factor to being in this business.
That's good.
That's the most important character, the friendliness and being approachable and warm, right? And of course, on how we pay respect to the elderly, the value of being able to serve. I think that's what the culture of Filipinos is all about.
Can you share a specific project or industry you've been involved, and how is it doing so far?
I'm involved with FinFit Life right now. Good thing about the company, and this is where my business is all about, right? The entrepreneurship. It focuses on finance and fitness, so it's health and wellness, fitness plus finances combined. But when it comes to my community, I'm part of Milpitas Executive Lions Club. I'm also part of Filipino American Chamber of Commerce. I'm also part of Philippine Professional and Business Society.
That's sweet.
And the latest one was I am actually right now an appointed commissioner in the city of Milpitas. It's a great experience for me. I get to go to the community and see what's going on. So my involvement is really more of volunteering, whatever this organization has. Kind of getting more active on events again. And this is putting, business women to be able to help each other in the business. Filipino American Chamber of Commerce is really focused on the businesses.
So can we totally explain the specific and detail on what is the FinFit Life?
I'll be a proud FinFit Life movement crusader, right? So FinFit Life is a company that focuses on money and on health. We are basically teaching people on how to utilize life insurance and life insurance products as a financial tool, because people don't understand it the way we should understand it. When we hear the word life insurance, basically we think that we have to die so that our loved ones can live. So we have to forget about that. The other understanding to life insurance is life insurance will always be an expense. So with FinFit Life, we wanted people to learn that everything have evolved, so including this industry that we are in. So we would want people to realize that there's a lot of strategies and concepts. With that, you are already saving for your future, protecting your loved ones, building an asset, but at the same time, we rewards you for choosing to live healthy. That is a great combination because we believe that health and wealth should be complementing each other. Those are two major essentials in life because we only have like one body, right? We create income because of this body. But if this body will not be healthy, how can we create income? And then when we have all of the savings and everything, if we don't take care of this body, how can we retire and can enjoy life really if we are unhealthy? We always say that health is wealth, but we need the wealth to be able to enjoy life. The risk that we are wanted to mitigate is longevity risk. People now are living longer, but the concern will always be, will I have to be able to have enough money until I live? We have to mitigate the risk of inflation. We have to mitigate the risk of market volatility. And of course, how are we going to live a healthier, happy life? So that's what FinFit Life movement is all about. We start basically by educating people, giving all of this information, and having something for people to evaluate to see what's the best plan and strategy that's suited for them. I'm happy to be part of this company. And by the way, if you are in Canada and if you are in the Philippines, we're going there next year. So, looking forward to see you guys.
The first time I encountered you when you were involved in diabetes, is that part of FinFit or one of your community?
The Lions Club is also doing diabetes awareness. And the good thing is, with FinFit Life, we have carriers who can actually insure people with diabetes. And we have a special program with one of our carrier partners, what we call program for people with diabetes. They have help, they have a guide, there's someone who is with them as they journey through diabetes and be able to change their current situation. Yeah, so for those people who are living with diabetes, we have something for you. Don't hesitate to reach out.
Being a minority, have you faced any specific challenges or opportunities in your industry, and how you navigated them to achieve success?
Opportunity-wise, immigrants, we have that close connection that if we know that we are immigrants, we help each other.
Yeah.
Imagine if you go to a certain place, you think that there's no Filipino in there, and you see that there's Filipino. You know, even though you don't know each other yet,
there's a connection.
Strong connection already. You're like relatives already. You're like friends already, right? That's an opportunity that is really good in the industry where I'm in, or in this business, or not just in the business, but just being in the community. Being a minority in this country, we know that we have to hold each other's hand. We have to uplift each other. That is, I think, the biggest opportunity of being a minority. The challenge is, of course, it depends on who you're talking to, the ethnicity of who you're talking to maybe. But personally, I have not experienced any strong challenge or something. It all boils down to your mindset.
Yes. In your entrepreneurial journey, have you found that being a minority has opened up unique networking or collaboration opportunities? And how do you leverage them on your entrepreneurial business with your own community as Filipino? How do you find networking or collaboration? Do you have more of those networking from the same community?
Yeah, that definitely is a plus, right?
Okay.
Because you find someone who has the same background or same interest as you are, right? So same culture is really a definite plus.
Now we're going to sensitive topic.
Okay.
Which is finances.
Finances.
Okay, can we discuss the word retirement and or financial independence?
Those are my favorite words, right? Because those are the things that we actually teach people to do.
Okay.
Right?
So, as an entrepreneur, what are those words mean to you?
Oh, those are beautiful words for me. It's something that we're looking forward to that, but that is very important. Planning should be part of that,
Okay,
right?
good.
Before we venture into retirement, we have to plan to having financial freedom. There's a planning that involves with that as well.
Would you mind if I ask you and share to the audiences if you are in this journey, and if I give you a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest?
I think 1 to 5, I can say that under 3.
Okay.
Right? We're still working on it. Of course, we need to plan, right? Understand that the best time is actually now, but looking into the future, it involves planning. I am looking at the next 8 years
Okay.
on how to really make the best out of that 8 years. So that is definitely a goal, to be able to achieve that 5 on that 8-year period.
It's good that you have to plan. If you miss yesterday, the best time is now. Can you highlight a turning point or key moment in your journey that propelling you toward financial independence?
I have to go back when my dad passed away, and that opens the door to be able to learn more about financial services side. And that's actually my first time to hear about financial independence when I get into this industry, right? Time freedom, money freedom, right?
You can do what you want.
Yeah, you can do what you want. That thing happened because that's when I realized that I don't understand about how money works and how taxes works here in the United States. So that really is the turning point.
As an active participant in your community, can you share a specific initiative or project you've been involved in that has had a meaningful impact on the community?
I think there will be quite a few. Being part of all the organizations that I'm in, it opens my mind to what other need people have. My current involvement with the Lions is on the vision side. So Lions International, we have a charter here, and my organization is actually Milpitas Executive Lions Club. We just had diabetic awareness with AJ Robinson, which is the project of Lions. We do have this eyeglass recycling, donations of eyeglasses. Of course, we sort it out based on which is still good and which is not, right? And then we sort it out based on the grades. We read and put the grades on it. Those are already glasses that we can actually distribute to other, not only the community but of the world.
I see. So
Being
just
donated
to.
for the Chamber of Commerce, mingling with fellow entrepreneurs really is very important because that's where the uplifting of fellow business owners or fellow entrepreneur comes in, because of course in this world you cannot survive alone. You need help, you need guidance, you need encouragement, inspiration from the group of entrepreneurs. Us with the FinFit Life movement is also different because we really encourage people to stay healthy and be focused with financial fitness and health and wellness. The last thing that I did is back home when I went to Lubang Island. So I had this 5K together with the eyeglass recycling. So it's like Lions and FinFit Life movement put together.
It's like collaboration of those.
So
two.
I get all of the frames from the Lions, and then bring it to my little beautiful town in Lubang, and then have that awareness of that we are FinFit Life, and that's part of the movement.
That's good. And how about your community in town here?
My job as a commissioner, so we're dealing with beautification, of course. I'm part of the advisory council in the city of Milpitas. I just started, so I'm looking forward to all of the other community involvement that I can make. I am putting some already things on my mind that I can put into the table. So I'm looking forward to that and being able to work on this beautiful community as well.
Balancing the roles of a mother of two, a wife, and an active community member and leader, it can be demanding, right? How do you manage your time effectively to fulfill these diverse responsibilities?
I started my entrepreneur journey when the kids are pretty grown up. I get involved more into the community when we are actually empty nesters. So there's more time because they're not with us anymore. Well, if they are younger, it will be really a challenge. I'm just blessed that when this opportunity comes with all of this community involvement, the kids have grown up. I think I love it that it happened that way because I was able to focus more on them, me as a mother and me as a wife, before I focus on the community. And I do salute all of those mothers who are doing community services and still doing their business or their job and all of the other things.
Given your active involvement in the community, what advice would you give to other immigrant women who aspire to be entrepreneurs while balancing family and community engagement?
First and foremost, you need to know what is your core values. Whatever you believe in, That's the commitment you would go into. That is the crusade, that is the movement that will gonna be your mission. Know what you would want to do. Know exactly what comes from the heart that you are willing to give, what you are willing to sacrifice.
That's powerful.
Because that's very, very important. If there are certain things that doesn't align with your core values, definitely that is not for you because you're not gonna do it from the heart. Second is set your priorities. Family, kids, husband, our spouses, right? We build this family, so they are important factor of members in our life. But we wanted to have our career, we wanted to have our involvement into the community, so need to prioritize. Prioritize is have something that you have non-negotiable. Whatever happens, if you put a Sunday as a family time, even there's a community events or a career event, then you cannot give up this family time. And this is something that I have learned through the years, that you need to time block time. Be consistent on the time blocking, balancing everything. To have all of this in harmony and knowing that priority, that's very, very important. Of course, it all boils down to what is your core value.
Yeah. For the next 10 years or so, where and what would be your future self?
Wow, I have this 8-year plan. I have a lot of things that I would want to achieve, but of course, foremost to that is I really would want to have immersed myself into the spiritual journey that we're talking about. We all wanted to change the world, but you cannot change the world if you will not going to change yourself first. Everything has to come from you first. You cannot change your family if you cannot change yourself first. So I'm on that journey. And then the second one is, of course, the time freedom, the financial freedom that we are talking about. That the time frame to be able to fully achieve that and be able to travel. I really would want to check all of the destinations on my bucket list. The other thing is, of course, setting the legacy for my kids. When I say legacy, it's not only about money.
Correct.
When I say legacy, it's about the life you live, the impact you've made, the examples that you have created for them. After 8 years, I don't think I'm somebody who would want to stop working. I think I'm gonna be doing this until I die. I mean, the good thing about this is you can slow down, you can be super active. It's really very flexible. And now that we are actually expanding globally, it's really a good time to be able to travel, whether you do business or whether you go on vacation. And I think the last one is I really wanted to have a charity institution. God gives you a lot of blessings. You know, just being able to speak to you today like this, be able to share the world what you have in mind, that's already a blessing.
That's why this Legacy Life Mentor channel is all about. Giving back to community is your knowledge, skills, and your wisdom.
That's actually what I like about this channel. We want to talk about money on how to prepare us for the future and how we are going to give back, right? But it's just to be able to share the experience and inspire and empower people. So I think that's the last that I would want, is to really create that charity that is focused on the less fortunate children and the senior. I would want to focus on kids who are, of course, belong to that underprivileged society, but they don't have to be an honor student. They don't have to be somebody who doesn't have 70 or 75. I just would want children who have aspirations in life. They have something within themselves that will drive them
so that they can give it back to the next generation.
And then I think part of that charity is our company, still part of Infant Life, but under the leadership of my great mentor, Hermie Bacos, we are creating like a mentorship program. Also his legacy.
I see.
So I would want to be part of that legacy in which I could be a mentor one day to a lot of women, kids, just to be able to empower in a certain way. So I would want to make the most of my next 8 years.
Wow, that's a lot, right? But it's not impossible for you because I know you're a go-getter person. All right, so I think that was my second to the last question. Then my last question is, where can we find you? Can you link us to your social media accounts?
I just have one Facebook account, which is my personal, and that's Amy Pates Quijano. And DM me on that one. Of course, my email address, it's amy@alpha fit-lifesolutions.com. I have an office in Santa Clara. We can meet over there in the office. You can private message me on Facebook if you are interested to know more about FinFit Life. If you're based in Canada, you are an entrepreneur-minded type of person, whatever your industry is, you don't have to be in the financial space right now, but you are willing to be able to create an impact and add value to your community. We are looking for you if you are from the Philippines, anywhere in the Philippines, entrepreneur-minded, open for some change, and be able to do the same thing, create impact and add value to your community. We're looking for you. You can email me, connect with 4Lits. I would love to talk to you. I would love to share the vision that we have, the impact that we have, why FinFit Life is very important to me. Because we create that shared value idea in which we're doing finance and fitness, money and health putting together, because that creates a lot of impact. And in the sense that when you are healthy, your mind is clear, you have an energy. So your workplace, you are very productive. For the community, for the healthcare, especially we're here in the United States, it lessens the burden of the cost of the healthcare. And you as an individual, it's giving you a better you. So it's really is a win-win situation for everyone, and that's where FinFit Life movement is. We really would want to impact the world on a global scale. So if you're willing to be able to have that kind of humongous impact, so be part of us. We're waiting for you.
Amy, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time, your presence, and your insights, good words, and advices that you give to my audience. Thank you so much.
4Lits, thank you so much. It's the other way around. It's really my pleasure. Actually, hats off to you for putting up a channel like this that really empowers a lot of people. We all have our own struggles. It's not easy, especially you become an immigrant in other countries. Yeah, this channel is really very empowering. So continue what you are doing.
Thank you.
All the best to all of your successes in this channel. Definitely, I'll be a loyal subscriber.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah, because you're really doing something that's the community is looking for. So,
Thank you so much.